Concrete edging, very popular in Florida, but what happens is when the downspout drain is inside of this edging, all that water just stays in the edging. This just dams it up. Water moves back under the floor and creates major problems. So you can see all the edging here. And of course, this edging is quite old. It was probably one continuous piece, and they did cut expansions, thank heavens that they did, because the tree root system in the water, it just destroyed it completely.
Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. I apologize that I haven't been able to make a lot of videos. We are extremely busy, and I just stopped by one of the job sites. This is Chuck's crew, and he's installing 4-inch PVC to eliminate the water coming off of the roof and getting trapped in that edging as it goes around the house. Water has been flooding up under the floor, and it's really been pretty bad for that homeowner. Been trying to get this done for a long time. And again, I apologize to all of our customers as well. We are working as fast as we can, and we'll get to your job just as soon as possible. He's doing a great job here. I stopped by to see if he needed my help, but of course he doesn't need my help. This line runs out to the back, which is also unusual here in Florida. You can see the storm drain. There's a swale. The developer actually put storm drains in people's backyards. Although there's not much difference between PVC and corrugated, here's a few tips if you're going to use this material. This material, PVC, is not forgiving.
So we're looking good here. We're running PVC through here, so we have to have a very straight trench. And we've got a lot of irrigation. That means we've got to go a little deeper than normal. You can see the irrigation there. It comes off of that downspout. There is a footer there, which means we'll probably have to put a couple of 90s down there to go over the footer and then back down into the trench. Over here we put it on a T. Nice looking trench, very straight. Remember, PVC does not bend. It must be a very straight trench. Irrigation, go under. Found irrigation here, so we had to move the line over just a little bit, but it came out quite well. And we're just about ready to hook up some pipe. We've got a downspout adapter and a 90. We need to cut a piece from inside the top of this coupling to inside the bottom of this coupling. We want it to be a very tight fit. So it comes down, it'll turn, and then another piece comes out, the lateral, which runs over to the main line, which is running down that direction. When running PVC with bells, very important, do not put the bells the wrong direction. So what we're doing is we're going to put a little insert into the fitting, into the 90. Then we'll flip this pipe around so that the bell is now coming from the downspout. We want water to go into the next piece of pipe. Very important. Very, very important. Then you wiggle and push and push and push until you get that nice and tight. Looks like he's got it. Now we're ready to go ahead and hook up this next bell, or the first bell of the line. But notice how that bell is pointing towards, I say pointing, but it's towards the downspout, because we want that pipe to go inside the next piece of pipe. Very important, otherwise you lose water. And that's the whole object of using PVC, is that you want it to be a solid line. So now the next piece of pipe, a 10-foot section, could be installed and slide onto the end of this pipe. So take the time to lay out your bells the proper direction. You can see we're laying them out. That bell always needs to point towards the downspout. I know I've said it 5 or 6 times, but it is very important. So you can see here we went underneath the sprinkler, and we're going to hook all this up, hook up the next downspout with a T, send that to a pop-up, and this side's ready to cover. And if you can't see that sweat dripping off of Chuck, take a good look at the video. It's, I don't know, 94 degrees, 120% humidity. It's quite warm here. So now we're backfilling, just pulling that dirt. We need to pull it from way out over here. Just kind of do the same thing, pull all that dirt up, get it onto the trench. Then we'll actually put the remainder into the wheelbarrow and take that away. It's easier to bring all your dirt up first and then put your sod, you know, take the dirt away, put it in the barrel, whatever, then put your sod on for that finished look. Looking really good. Chuck's covering it up, or he's putting in the T down there. Chuck's putting on that final T, connecting that last piece of pipe. It will go to a pop-up. Looking great. This side's looking really good. You know, real quick word to Floridians about concrete edging. You can see there's an edge. Someone had poured a concrete edge for their bed here to make it look nice, and it does look nice. But the downspout originally just splashed into this area. All that water just gets trapped from the edging and moves back under the home. Can you see over here by the spigot? You see all the cracks in this wall right here? That's water damage, and what's happening is this wall is moving. It's not going to fall down, but that's moving, and it's causing the mortar between the blocks to crack.
Downspout drains need a pipe that goes underground. Can you see that erosion? All the water from that roof just pours down into the soil and ends up back up under your home. Concrete edging. This is for Floridians or people that like concrete edging. Don't forget about drainage. At least get that water out from the downspout, out to a pop-up out in your yard. It will make a major difference. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. Don't forget about live help, video consultation via Zoom. Yeah, we use Zoom now, not Skype. So if you need to get a video consultation, go to the website, check our schedule. The cost is $90 per session, and I promise you that I can answer all your questions, help with project planning. How deep do you dig? What type of material really is the best for your job? Sign up online.
Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're going to be putting in a couple of catch basins, a yard drain, French drain. Let me show you why and where we're going to put it. So you can see all these roots along this tree and this shed. Water's getting dammed up here pretty bad. Floods all through here. And if you look closely over here, you can actually see the foundation has been eroded right here off of this porch. So what we need to do is to put a yard drain, the catch basin, right down here so that the water can pour into that. Rather than go through the roots, let's go around this side. We'll go deep and go down under